All right. We made it. That's right.
Mic check, mic check.
Hold on. So, guys, what's up? We got a great show lined up for you today. I just want to let you guys know we were at the Edison show today. What a freaking show. I haven't been to a show like that with that many people. The place was packed. Packed. I'm going to say it again. It was packed. If you're a vendor and you weren't there, well, you missed out. Sorry to say that, but I will tell you that it was packed. Everybody was very happy. People came with their wallets full and they spent money. Why not? Great product there. Super product there. Met quite a few people there today. What a time. Took a couple of pictures. We did stop by and we saw Kalvin today. That's Kalvin from the FTA. Kalvin is really passionate about what he does. I mean, seriously, guys. The guy is very passionate, loves his fishing, loves his members, absolutely. I can't explain. I just got up, man. I came home, I was dead. I got home this morning. Let me put it to you this way. Friday I had a double. Saturday I had a double. I finished it up Sunday morning. This morning I got out. I came home, took a quick shower, got dressed, left with the wife. She drove. I slept in the seat. We were about an hour away, maybe less, but I slept in the seat. We got there, and I was just amazed. Just a bunch of great people. Honey, yep. What's up?
Hey.
How you doing?
Good.
Everything is good? How come I can't get you? Okay, there you go.
Turn up the volume.
Yeah.
You can see me?
Yeah, can I hear you?
You can hear me? Hello,
Yeah,
hello?
you don't have to go like this. You just put it up like this. You don't got to go like this.
Nobody can see you.
Well, I know that, but anyhow. So, we had a good time at the show?
Yeah, it was nice. We got to see some friends.
Yeah, we did. We got to see quite a few friends there. Just want to mention, we did get a chance to stop by. We saw Alberto Nee. For those of you guys that know him in another name, it's Crazy Alberto. I want to congratulate him on his fine recovery. He's out there already, guys. The guy had a heart attack, and he's out there doing his thing. You know, I saw him, and, you know, you're never happy. You want somebody to be 100%. People that you like, that are your friends, you want to be 100%. Better, you look great. You're ready to go. Not yet quite by doctor's orders, but he'll be back. He'll be fishing again. He's just waiting on that. When you have a passion for something you like and you can't do it, I can only imagine how hard it must be on that person. I can't imagine, you know. Yeah, I can imagine, right? When I had my surgeries and I couldn't get out there.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
That was pretty bad. I just wanted to go fishing. I couldn't go. But it was a great show again. I'm going to say that. I saw everybody's there from Grumpy's Tackle. Also, we saw Jeff Hornacek. That's Saltwater Underground, right?
Oh, wasn't it Nick?
Yeah, Nick from Saltwater. Nick Hornachevsky from Saltwater Underground. He's also got his page on Instagram. You guys got to check him out. He's one of my favorite fishermen in New Jersey. And also he's on, check him out, ESPN, Saltwater Underground. Yeah, Joe Albanese was there from the Hudson River Fishermen's Association. Carl Havner was there. Scott Havner was there. Who else was there?
American Tackle.
Yeah, American Tackle. We saw Ellie today.
Heaven and Now.
Yeah,
outdoors.
Heaven and Now outdoors,
haven't
right?
Seen her in a while.
Yeah, we haven't seen her, but she was there. She's a wonderful person. She teaches, stressful job, and but she's a good fisherman. Also knows her stuff 100%. We also saw Ben from American Tackle. Ben's a hard worker. Good stuff, Ben. Way to go. Congrats on that one. Who else did we see there?
We saw Personal Best.
Yeah, we saw Personal Best. That's right. Personal Best, I have to compliment the guy today because he is really a dedicated worker. When you buy a lure from Personal Best, please understand, you really are getting the Personal Best. He puts in everything into his laws. Hard worker. He's at every show. We also saw Dan from Bluff Laws. That was a surprise. I wasn't expecting to see him there. But he was there selling his stuff. You got to check Dan's stuff out. Some of the best plastics in the business.
See Pete from Elite
Yeah,
Fishing.
Pete Elite's Fishing. That kid, I love him. Yeah, he's got some news for you guys. I'm going to save that one. I'll let him tell it to you guys. It's always good news. I know he's graduated school now. He's going to be doing full-time job and full-time fishing. That's how it is right now.
So some friends, Carl Newman.
Yeah, Carl Newman.
Aquatic Apes.
Aquatic Apes. And also, let's not forget, my man, Danny Morales
Danny
was there.
D.
Yeah, Danny D. Those guys are hardcore fishermen. Those guys, they fish mostly like alone, and they go to their spots and they catch fish. Also, I don't know if you guys saw Rock a Steady Charters. He had a nice post yesterday, or excuse me, a reel on Instagram, and I thought it was great. He caught a nice tarpon down in Miami. You got to watch the video. It's hilarious. I loved it.
Who was that?
He caught a tarpon down in Miami. Reel on Instagram, Rocksteady Charters. So anyhow, yeah, it is. It was nice. It was nice, nice reel.
Eddie Solorzano. Thank
Eddie,
you so much.
Eddie, thank you so much, guys. On this channel, you know how we work. You guys don't know, but you better know. We don't make money, guys. We don't, and I'm not complaining about that. I'm just letting you know that these competitions that I run and everything. Remember the Montauk Striper Challenge. God, is that a ridiculous competition? We have over $35,000 in just cash prizes. $35,000. You can't beat that. $1,000 for 10th place. Imagine what's before that. But it's going to be another great outing. I can't wait for that. That's going to be happening 13th, 14th, and 15th in Montauk, New York. You can join that one right now if you want it. You can go to my MrPoseidonOfficial.com, click on the Montauk Striper Challenge, and you can join away. Also, the Jersey Striper Challenge, that will be done by the end of this week. It's a lot of work to put this together, and registration will then open for that also. Continuing on what I was saying, thank you so much, Eddie, for that donation. It's nice. We don't make money here on the channel, so what I get from you guys is a big plus. Why? It's not like I get the money and I go and I grab it and I go outside and I'm buying ice cream for me and the wife. I save it. I save it for the end of the year. Usually I'm around the $5,000 mark. Last year we got to 48 in 1 year, and I took all that money and I put it towards first place, which was $5,000. And that's the way I work it, man. I want it to be about you guys. I know how competitions are, especially if you're joining something with ridiculous amounts of money thrown at you if you get a big fish. Follow everything. It's going to be on the app called Fishing Chaos. As soon as you join, you also join Fishing Chaos because I added it into the price, so they take their cut out of it too. So nothing is ever free, bro. This isn't a place where you're going to get free buses, free groceries, and free trains. It don't work like that over here. Other than that, thank you guys. Also, you can become a member to my channel, $3 a month. That's all it is. Get to watch my videos. First, I'm going to get a couple of more videos up this week. I started working on them. Stuff that I took on the back end on that. What do we got there? Montauk. Yeah, baby. The Tiger. There he is. Thank you so much. That's the Rockaway Boys. You guys are always watching. I saw Mike there today at the show. He was real happy, guys. It was a great show. Thank you, guys. I can't wait to see you guys. And we got to go fishing together before that. Not just at the competition, because at the competition, you guys are going to be fishing and I'm not. But maybe we can get together before that, make a nice video or something, and do some hardcore fishing, surf fishing. As far as fishing right now, today, for the first time, we had in the Hudson, I heard of reports. Remember, season doesn't open until April 1st. I'm pretty sure these guys are all targeting catfish. Anyway, I heard reports that we had a 31-inch fish, 9-pound bass caught That fish, he said, the guy who caught it told me straight out, he said, Eric, he says, it was a clean fish, beautiful. It's from the ocean. So I go, did you check for lice? He goes, no. I go, we'll check for that lice next time. But anyhow, that's pretty much a fact. That's where it's coming from, the ocean. But that fish was from the ocean, big fish, because before that all week, we're getting about 18-inch fish. It's 3-year-old fish, and those are resident fish that are growing up. Once they hit the ripe inch of 25, anywhere from 23 to 28 inches, those fish are going to take off with the next crew of fish coming in. Okay, get out there and fish. I'm going to be out there this week, finally. I can't wait. I'm super stoked about that. But right now, let's go, let's go. We got the man on right now. I saw him at the show today, and I said, you got to be on the show again. And we said, yeah, let's do it today. I'm open. I wasn't planning anything today because of St. Patty's Day on Tuesday. I usually don't do it that Sunday, but we spoke and we wanted to do it. And let's go, let's go. Let's introduce Kalvin. Kalvin, FTA Fishing. Let's go, let's go.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? How you doing, Mr. P?
Kalvin,
Hey,
Kalvin, let me tell you something, bro, before we even start. You are the bleeping man. And I'm saying bleeping because I try to be a little clean on the channel. You, my brother, also, which I love just like me, you have a passion for fishing, brother. Brother, you have a passion for fishing.
Yes.
You're a
Love you, brother.
yeah, I mean, and not only that, Kalvin, you know how to direct good, can I say, let me say, what's that?
Adventures, fishing adventures.
No.
Juju.
He has juju. That's what he's got. There you go.
Juju.
He's got the juju, baby. Let's go. I got the juju. My
Listen,
wife.
you can't make this up. We totally did not plan this tonight.
Right.
I just stepped in the door. I just got home. I spent the entire day at the New Jersey Fishing Expo today. I got there before it even opened at 9 and left there to the end. It was an amazing show. I'm so glad I bumped into you.
Yeah, me too.
And coincidentally, I think again everything happens for a reason. So we bumped into together. Alberto Nee was there. It was great to see him in great spirits.
Yes.
One of the pioneers, one of the OGs, triple OGs.
Triple OG, bro.
Well, we got to pay our respects, our homage. So it was like, the stars were aligned. We were all together. A couple of our members were there. Frankie Aquatic Apes, you know what I'm saying? One of our new members, Steve, was there.
Great
who
guy.
I just met. It was one of our members that actually joined a few months ago, but I met him in person just for today because he was, in the area and he came by to just meet and show up. But everything aligned. And we just said, hey, man, we got to do a show. You told me you had a slot open tonight. So I said, let's do it. So coming straight from the show to here, we're here to, talk about everything. What's new, what's going on in the community, what's going on with your events. And
That's right.
Shout out to a couple of our members. I see them coming in for shout out to Eddie for the donation. Shout out to Frank, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate the support. As you know, we're all about community, you know what I'm saying? We're all about making sure, you know what I'm saying, we're giving back, and that's you know what I mean?
Robert
Glad to be
Kalvin, let's get on to even more interesting stuff. We just propped each other like no two men have ever been propped before. But let's talk about the show a little bit. Kalvin, what did you like about this year's show? Because I could sit here all day and tell you tons of things, but what you like, Kalvin? Because I'll let you do it.
I'll tell you, I come to the show. I only go to very select shows. One of them, which you already know, Ward Melview High School, which we are part of, the other week, and this one here in Jersey. So although we're from New York and we represent, our area, this New Jersey Fishing Expo is such a huge show that, I gotta pop my head in there. I gotta tell you, and this is what I tell my crew, this is what I tell our members, you need to spend the winter strategically. It's not just, because you can get lost in the winter, it's cabin fever kicks in, but it's important to get active to prepare for the season. And I love these fishing shows, and why you go to these fishing shows is because you want to see who all the vendors are, the biggest names in town. You want to see the latest innovative items that they have. You want to see the prototypes. You want to see everything because, again, these are things that are going to change the game, right? So you want to be in tune to it. You want to at least have knowledge about it and then, take it from there. So, I spent the day just being a patron. I was just picking up stuff that I need for our trips this year, our new charters. So there's a lot of stuff that I had to get. A lot of the stuff is behind me. So again, I'm all about getting what I need to get as well, right? So I mean, I spent quite a bit just getting again.
Sure.
I call them necessities because these are things you need to be successful. So I got poppers, I got rods and reels from some great people. Not Your Rods gave me a rod right here actually.
Awesome.
We'll be testing this on the
Woo.
boat. So there's a lot of local vendors, mom and pop, that want to put product in my hands because we're so active when we're fishing that again people want to see what's out there, and we're here to help kind of demonstrate that and kind of
And
give our input on what works and what everyone can benefit from. So yeah, it's
and
all about
and
being in the show, mingling,
yes,
jingling, being all up in the mix.
that's right, baby. The juice. Let's go. Hey, listen,
Yeah.
guys. I just want to let you guys know. So you guys know me very well. A lot of you guys out here in the audience, and you know that people that I have on my show, I really believe in them. I don't just go and grab somebody and go, come on my show. I believe in them. I've used their products. If it's a lure maker, I've gone fishing with them. I'm just out there for the best of the best, for you guys to get the best. So what I'm getting at here is that, well, if you've never been on a boat and you want to go on a boat trip, or if you have been on a boat and you're looking for a good captain, I'm going to tell you guys right now, Kalvin is a good captain, period. He's a good guy. It comes out in his trips that you go with him. Just a very nice guy. But what I like about him best is he really is passionate. He feels for you. If you're not on the fish, maybe another guy, he'll come next to you, talk to you. What are you doing? Do this, try this. You see that guy's doing that. He's going to help you catch that fish. If you're looking to get a charter together with a couple of the guys, you have friends, I'm telling you, you're not going to go wrong with Kalvin. You're going to feel very comfortable. He's got a beautiful boat. Kalvin, the boat again?
28-foot Edgewater center console.
There you go. So he's got a beautiful boat. You get on there with your buddies. Anything you need, he's going to ask you. What is this, a party? Somebody getting married on the boat? What's the deal? He's going to have the event all set up. I'm telling you guys, trust me. I like Kalvin. I feel comfortable when I go on his boat. And it's not just feeling comfortable like you're on a lazy boy chair. The whole experience that you're on, you're talking to him, you know him. It's great. I'm telling you guys, trust me. I have a great time with Kalvin. I cannot wait to go out with him again. We'll be going out very, very soon. We were talking today. I have to bring my own motor, though, so that's the only thing. I'm kidding. I don't have to bring any motors. He's got the juice.
Yep, and we will do our annual trip. We had a great trip last spring, and we caught some striped bass, and we have our upcoming trip for a couple of winners from last season. So we'll get them out this spring, and I think we'll have a very successful trip. And got a little surprised because normally you usually ask me, how does it work? How do people fish with you?
Sure.
How does it work? So what we did is we got a couple of licenses over the winter. So I did get my captain's license. So I got my six-pack. So we can now open the doors to the public. We normally were just fishing with our members, but everybody's been wanting to get on the boat and get part of these FTA adventures. And I can gladly say we are now opening doors to the public, and it's going to be an open boat right here, live from Howard Beach, Jamaica Bay, and the boat's over at Cross Bay Boulevard. So we're right on the boulevard. Plenty of places that right after you get off the boat. Everything is so convenient. Everything is set up for success. And I'm really excited to really offer that to the public. For those that have been asking, how do we get with you? How do we fish? We'll get them on the boat. I think we're going to make some real great memories. Again, I have the Insta360. We have cameras. I'm shooting. I'm doing like 50 things all at once. It's a real movie on the boat. But I really do that to make sure that each guest has, an experience that they'll remember for a lifetime. There's a lot of people out there that get on the boats, they get their personal best, and there's nothing that feels better than, seeing someone achieve something that they haven't achieved before. And again, we don't just target striped bass. We do everything. So we do the striped bass, we do the fluke, we do the porgies, the weak fish, the cobia, the sheep's head, the tuna fish. We do, you name it, we do it.
Can't wait.
Whatever's local. Yep. So the good, and that's what it is, right? So we really have something for everybody. Not everybody wants to,
Calvin, Calvin.
Yep.
Now they want to join. They're listening. Well,
Yeah.
what do I got to do right now? Calvin, give them a little bit of update. And before we go there, hold on. Before we go there, I must do this. So the Rockaway boys, thank you so much. Go the other way now, honey. Also, we got, how do you pronounce that, hon? Frank?
Young V. Frank.
Young V. Frank. Thank you, Frank, for that. I appreciate you. Remember, guys, we do take donations here, or super chats, they're called. Ange the Gorilla, member for 23 months. The FTA is taking over. That's Gorilla Anglers. Hey, buddy, what's up, Ange? That's right, buddy. Then we got the Robert Fitzgerald. Thank you for that, buddy. FTA is all heart. There you go. I'm not the only one, you see? I am not the only one. Thank you guys for those donations. We love you so much. It means the world to us. I got to say hello to a few people. Heinz Bolster. What's going on? Jack Angler. He's here every week. The chomping at the bit, Willie J. Warm Way. What's going on? Cosmic Lures. Really quick. Cosmic Lures. She's got these nice, beautiful cups here she made. She also makes some beautiful stuff. She'll be sending me some flags, and I'll be giving them away right here. She's getting big. I'm telling you right now. She makes a nice product, and she's getting out there. Way to go. Thank you so much for all you do. Rick Talafaro, last year's winner at the Montauk Striper Challenge for the most accurate competition. Welcome, Rick. And we got to get on. We got to get on Calvin's boat together, bro. We're going to love it. You're going to love it. Let's go. Willie J, a great, great supporter of mine. I can never lose Willie J, honey. If I lose Willie J, my life's over. I'm going to eat McDonald's every day until I go. That's it. That's it. Jay Fish, what's up, buddy? Thank you, Jay Fish. We love you, brother.
Love Massachusetts.
That's right. Oh, Joe Nosey. Joe Nosey, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Jay Fish, thank you so much, man. Such a good guy. All right, honey, what's up? Talk to me. When you got your hand up and you're fluttering, what's up? Tell me. Just tell me. Let it rip. All right, let's get back to Calvin again. Good. Calvin. So we were at the show today, and like I said, the show was a big that was a big boom, the show today. I loved it. Lots of people to meet, lots of friends. I feel that every time I go to these shows, I get a lot more, hey, Mr. Poseidon's, and I'm happy. I'm really happy. You got to know Mr. Poseidon because I'm all about you. If you know me, know that you're getting. You will always get from me. It's not about me. You come on my show, it's about you. It's about Calvin tonight. And the cash he's paying me after this. No, I'm kidding. There's no cash.
No.
So I want to say something else about the fishing shows. Right?
Yes.
So so also another real big benefit about I can tell you now from the moment that I walked in the door at 9 a.m. till I left at 5 p.m.
Crazy.
There's a lot of knowledge. Let me tell you something that I would have not had I not gone to the show. And why? Because I went to 2 seminars. I saw a guy talking about, he did a whole bluefin, tuna seminar. So he talked about gear. He's pointed out specific tackle, which after the show I went and I looked for the very specific vendor that he mentioned. That said it was a new product, and and I bought them, right? So it's like I put it into play immediately. It's like I absorb it like a sponge. I listen. They say it works. These are people with years of experience. Listen, I'm not just. You don't have to be the smartest candidate in the room, but you need to adapt and look at who is successful, who is doing it, and you say, hey, I'm willing to learn and I'm willing to try something new. I'm not stuck on that old product that, worked, for the best 10 years. You can adapt to new technique, to new technology, and you can, keep improving your game. So,
how could you not want Calvin as your captain? Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Come
You know what I'm saying? So, and we do that
great.
exactly.
Lunchtime comes around, you get a bologna sandwich in your hand.
Listen,
Be proud and put that rod in the water. Go ahead, Calvin.
And that's what I'm talking about. When you come on my boat, I do that research. I do all the legwork. I do the looking around. What's hot? What's the hot product? I do all of that. So all you got to do is show up with a cup of coffee and a sandwich, and I take care of the rest. Seriously, right? And that's what it is. It's fish smarter, not harder. And, to this day, I'm just trying to up my game however I can. Every time you're on the water, you're going to learn. And for me, it's just, it doesn't stop. And that's what keeps me drawn into the sport, right? Because if you were able to conquer it and it was easy, we'd be done with it, and we'd move on to the next thing and go bowling or shoot pool
That's
or
right.
whatever.
That's right.
But we're here because we're losing fish. There's something to be learned through every outing, and that's what keeps us coming back. We're glutton for punishment.
I got something. I got something for you. This is coming from Ange, the Gorilla Angler. Thank you for that, Ange. You are the man. I'll always respect you, Ange. You're a wonderful person, a wonderful family guy. And I love people that love their families. Don't forget that FTA, we're a tight-knit family. Some of the best anglers in the game. Glad to be a part of it. Love you guys. Let's go, baby.
Thanks. Thank you. Ian.
Yeah, we thank you for that also. Yak Angler, thank you for that. NSC checking in. That's the Narragansett Surf Club.
Thank you.
Let me tell you a little bit about Yak Angler. Yak Angler, you got to check him out. Get on Instagram, especially if you're a kayaker. The guy is a solid fisherman. He's caught some big fish big fishes in his life. Let me tell you. You need some advice, some knowledge. That is the guy to talk to. You might learn a little too much that first time. Be careful. Don't give it all away, Yak. Save some of it. But other than that, thank you, Yak, for what you do for the community of fishing. And thank you for supporting us always. You're a wonderful cat, man. Thank you. Danny D, there he is. Danny D fishes. I got something for you, Danny. You'll get it eventually. Don't worry. As long as that head don't get too fat, it'll be just right, buddy. Yeah, boy. Back to Calvin. Calvin, what's up? So you saw Alberto today, right?
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that talk. I saw you guys were talking a while.
So Alberto, we kind of personalized a little bit. So, one of the things I mentioned to Alberto, I said, listen, man, he made a comment because I had posted a picture with him and, the owner, Eddie from the Jig Box yesterday. And, someone made a comment about something about Asians, so, Alberto goes, he wasn't happy about it. And I said, hey, listen, man, my take on that is like, and this gives me giving you credit, right? Because again, I said, there's a lot of Asians in the community that fish, but there's not a lot that are, like in front of the sport that are helping and, teaching. And I said, that's you right there. You're the professor and teacher. And I said, there's a lot of stuff that, I was learning from you back in the days without you even knowing, and to this day. So, again, just want to,
Thank you, Calvin.
You want to give him his flowers. You know what I'm saying? He's doing a lot. You know what I mean? You want to tell him, what he means. Some of these people don't know what their impact is. So you want to let him know, because he gave me my flowers. It was actually the first time we spoke at the show was on Friday. Yeah. And, the first thing he said, yo, man, I've been watching your stuff.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the things you're doing, what you represent, the things, you're a great speaker, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Said, the credit goes to people like you, because, you're also an Asian, fellow who, shows, a lot of experience. And again, you're a figure that people look up to. So again, inspiration to me, right? So again, just recognizing the OG, but yeah, he was able to kind of show me his new product, the glider. He let me know he's been working on that, so stuff like that, that's what I'm talking. Those are the things I'm talking about, right? The new product that's coming out, you're hearing it from the master himself, like, how do you work that, right? So those are things that he told me. I'm not going to devour that here, but those are things that you got to show up to the show to find out, those secrets, those tips.
Yep, definitely, bro.
You got to put in the work. I will give away tips, but I can't give away all the secrets. Some of the secrets, we got to be old school, and you got to put in the legwork to pick up a couple of the tips.
And I was gonna mention, if you're talking to Alberto, right, and you're talking to him for a good 10 minutes, I guarantee you in those 10 minutes, you're gonna pick up 2 things you never heard about, learned about, and you're gonna use them when you can catch fish. Alberto is a world-class fisherman. When I say world-class, he's not just out there hunting stripers. I know that Calvin knows that too. He catches every species. He's been all over the world fishing, and don't worry, Alberto. You'll get back fishing soon enough, and I can't wait to see it again, pal. Very good. I'm glad I saw you at the show today. You're strong, and you're coming back soon, buddy. Let's go, Alberto. Cheers to you, buddy.
Speaking of Alberto, the plan is to get him more involved with the club. So hopefully we can get him to speak to the group. I want him to help with our surfcasting community. We are having a very great, surfcasting group right now that's growing. As speaking of, shout out to one of our members, Raul. He actually posted a striped bass in our group chat today. So he is the first member to draw first blood and show us a pair of stripes. So great news.
He was fishing for catfish, though, he told me. That's when I called him.
Listen, he got one today, so it's confirmation. The fish are here. It's official. It got us all excited, and again, that's what it's all about. Motivating others, showing us they're here. Get out, start, casting, get the dust off the rods and reels, and start putting these techniques to use and all the stuff that we've been preparing for all winter. So great stuff. So hopefully we can get Alberto Nee in again. Hopefully we can get more involved with your events with our members. I know a couple showed up last year, and hopefully we can send some more members this year, and we continue to grow that group together.
Absolutely, brother. I have no problem with that. It's all about you guys. So let's go. First step, get on Kalvin's Instagram, become a follower. Check him out, get to know him, and let's go. Let's set up a trip, all of us together. The tug is the drug. What's up, everyone? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Also, Jay Fish, thank you for that. Says Willie J, or as I refer to him as Billy Nelson. I like that. That's right. Billy Nelson. Always a blunt hanging from his lip. That's his trademark. Let's go, Jay Fish. Thanks so much for that, bud. I love hearing good stories. What else we got out there, honey? Who else did anybody?
Danny D saying you look like Desperado.
Where? Today.
Slinging guns today.
Danny D.
Danny.
Yeah, man, I can't wait. I love also, fishing's great, but I know Kalvin does a lot of side things also with his members. They'll all go out to dinner, have drinks together. Correct, Danny? Excuse me, I said Danny. Kalvin.
Listen, man. Listen, it's important that it's not just on the water; it's also off the water, right? We really are family. We celebrate each other's birthdays, our major milestones. We attend these fishing events together. We group up, and it's really just a real great group setting. And,
awesome.
Yep.
Also, we got here. It says very fishy. Says the name of his club and his charter. Please.
Yes. Yeah. So I'll make it easy, right? So I actually made some signs, we are mostly active on Instagram, but it's FTA Charters. My phone number is there. The best way to reach out is just start by sending me a simple DM on Instagram. Now we can exchange phone numbers. I'll give you my cell number so that way, once the fish start biting, now I am going to post all our activity on Instagram. So I'll put the weekly schedule up once they start biting. We'll do catch and release trips, but everything will be very transparent and instructional on Instagram. But like I said, we can exchange numbers. You can reach out. I'm going to have an open boat format because I'm starting off. We are going to include our members as well. So our open boat trips will consist of some of our members, and there'll be some of our new clients. So it's actually also a great opportunity if you've been wanting to fish with some of our members, because we have, members from all sorts of life that's also an opportunity to rub shoulders with them, create another buddy system. You guys can always fish on your own. It's not just FTA charters. I have discounts on party boats and other charter boats in different areas. If you say, hey, you know what? I like to fish with Robert. I love his attitude.
Yeah.
Guess what? Robert loves to fish out in, Point Lookout. He loves to jump out in Freeport on the Captain Lou, does tile fish trips. Then you can go fish with Robert. So that's the beauty of the club. It's not just my charters. You have the luxury to group up, band up with others, with other events going on, with other trips and other party boats in other areas.
This is great.
And you can go out together. So that's what it's all about. Yeah, it's not just, and that's the beauty of it.
Like to mention Robert James or Anthony James out there. What's up, buddy? Anthony James, good day, family. New to the room, here to stay. Let's go, buddy. Welcome. We got today, we got special Kalvin from the FTA Fishing Charters. He runs a beautiful charter business. And I say business, but remember, If you've been on the boat with Kalvin, you're going to feel like he's your buddy. It's going to be a good time. He's not going to shaft you. And if there's no fish and you start complaining, you're probably never going to see another dock in your life. It'll be just
so that I'm glad you just said that, because it's not just fishing. That brings me up to the other avenue, which is this is the fun package. So we also have FTA cruises now, where I put together a 3-hour package, a 4-hour, 5-hour package. We can do a Jamaica Bay cruise. We can pull up to the bungalow restaurant where you can wine and dine. You can jump off and, to be some like a luxurious experience where you can take a day, the family and anniversary, wine and dine, get right back on the boat.
See that?
We'll do and then we'll catch the sunset. We'll take some wonderful pictures. And this is the type of experience you'll never forget. You can always do an anniversary and go to a movie. You can go to bowling and arcade. But when you take an anniversary and you take your loved one and we go to a restaurant, you wine and dine, I take you, and then we see a sunset and you capture that moment. That is something you're never gonna forget. I guarantee you.
And Kalvin promises.
I guarantee you.
Yeah, Kalvin promises he's gonna bring a big sheet. So when you go watch that sundown, he's gonna put the sheet up between the steering wheel and the bow area, and you'll be in private over there. So there you go, Kalvin.
And the wonderful thing is, again, for those that have been following me, these are all things that I have already been showing. I showed the fireworks in summer. So in the summer, that's another experience that I'm going to offer. We pull up in Coney Island on Friday nights. They do the fireworks, and right in front of the Ferris wheel and the whole 9 yards. We pull up like a few feet in the front, and the fireworks explode right on top of us. It's just, it's a beautiful experience. And that's something, again, that I want to, certainly, make sure people get to just see what, the true New York City, Coney Island fireworks,
That's right. Just bring your fire retardant clothes, because you will burn down on the boat. Literally, it's that close.
Yes.
And Kalvin, go ahead, buddy. You go first.
Yeah, listen, it's so much going to happen. Listen, I'm really excited about it. We're going to have guest DJs on the boat. We're gonna have boat parties. We're gonna have cruises. It's really gonna be a vibe. It's the whole FTA.
This is great. I can't wait.
So I'm excited. Yep. So if you're not following already, make sure you follow me on our Instagram. It's fishing. Yep, fishing the Atlantic _. That's it. Fishing Atlantic _, and on YouTube it's Fishing Atlantic Ocean.
And we'll put that down. We'll put that down at the end of the video, at the end of the show. So if you don't remember it, we'll post it down there, and you can actually go straight to it. By the way, ladies and gents, today's giveaway, put on my glasses so I can read all this. I got some good stuff. So if you guys are fishing the rivers, even the oceans, a lot of people like the big plastics. In my hand right now, I'm holding Daddy Fish's plastics. I picked this up at the Narragansett show, and this is from Big Dave over here. Nice plastics. He's got like two recessed pieces right in the middle. That's for the wavy part to get, but these are nice and big. I like white. White is a beautiful color. And let's not forget about my man.
Wait,
go ahead.
The camera wasn't on you.
Oh, the camera? It's not on me?
It wasn't. There you go.
Yeah, it's on. So basically what I want to say is Gremlin Lures. We've got a nice little pencil popper here. I'll also be giving that out today. So that's today's giveaway. If you're listening, listen carefully. I will ask the question at the end of the live stream. We're not going to do a, what do we call it?
Oh, the
raffle thing.
Name raffle.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. So I'll ask a question. First one to answer it correctly will win that giveaway today. Remember, on your computer, it might show that you said it first because it's your computer. You wrote it there. But what comes up on my computer, whoever first gets the correct answer, that's right. You will be the winner. Reel that bass. How you doing, hon? Good to see you. Fitzgerald, let's go. No beef, green leaf. Welcome to the Spoof Groove, Steve OG. Let's go, let's go. Thank you, Steve.
Those my guys. Yo,
yeah,
so
I know.
real trick. Yeah. I want to do a quick showcasing of some items, right? Because again,
let's do it.
Listen, I want to show the community the good stuff, right? This is what I went to the show for. Yeah. I mentioned some of the things that you got to be at the show to see, the exclusive drops, whatever. So let me show you what I picked up from the shows actually talking about, right? Let's see the good stuff. So this is a Joe
Joe Bags.
Joe Bag Swatter, right? And this is an exclusive green.
Ooh.
So this is a new color. But this is the type of stuff that we're going to use and actually put into play, right? Real talk right here, right? So something like that.
Yeah.
I picked up another one. This one's almost like a bunker color, but almost like clear.
Damn,
so
I want
again,
that one.
stuff that like I see and I already know it's gonna be deadly.
And Kalvin, Joe Bags, if they want to get this stuff, they're looking at it and say, I want to get that now. Where are they going to go to get it? I want you to tell them.
Yeah, and this is just general stuff, right?
Yeah.
He has a website. You can go to joebags, website.com.
There you go.
So that's simple, but, most of the local tackle shops have it. Shout out to East Coast on Northern Boulevard. They got them.
Yeah.
Bernie's Bait and Tackle in Brooklyn has them.
Yeah, great shop.
Yes. And some of the tackle shops like Bernie's, they have exclusive colors. They have their own
Yes, they do. I got a few of those. Yep.
Yes. So we got some of that. So what else? So I'll tell you, and this is what I got from the Ward Melview show.
Yeah.
And these are things that I remember. So they got this guy that he's always in the cafeteria area, and he sells fillet knives. He has like all these Dexter. He has like every single model. He has the sheets of them. So he has something like this, right? And this is a 6-inch blade. This is your best blade to cut bait. So when you just want to cut like clam and squid and stuff like that, this
and
is the best.
bunker.
This is the best bait money can buy. Seriously, right? It makes your job, that much easier. We got this one is 1730, this 78 model. So this is a very specific model. This is old school.
Nice.
This was like the last ones. But these are very specific items that I go to look for, and they're at these shows. So if you know about them and you know which model to get, you can pretty much score gold, So these are little gems that I'm teaching you guys and putting you on to that I learned. I'm saying? Some people tell me, and like I said, it's one of those things where you mentioned a model of a popper in your seminar. I leave the seminar and I go look for it and I purchase it because again, I want to put it into play, right? I'm not there to just listen to it for nothing. I'm there to actually utilize, the stuff I'm hearing. And this was a nice one. This actually came from the Edison show. This is Mikros, and he sells very, very beautiful work. It's very expensive work, but he actually created a new popper, and I'll show it to you.
Yeah, I want to see it.
This is designed for tuna, but if you look at it and you look at the shape.
Oh, yeah, it's tuna stuff right there, baby.
Yeah, and you look at the shine.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the good stuff. So,
good stuff.
But again, he tailored it and changed the shape so it doesn't have the standard shape of your average popper. So stuff like
a little different action. There you go.
Different action, stuff like that.
I'd like to say hello to really quick Grandpappy. Yep. Thanks for coming on, buddy. Sorry I didn't get that ticket for you. That's okay. No worries. Grandpappy's been here since the start, since we started. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Back to Kalvin.
Yeah, and this is something I'm kind of keying in more now, which is tuna, which we're going to start doing more. A lot of the past years we did a lot of inshore fishing, but we're actually going to do a lot of offshore fishing, especially now with the tuna fishing, being the best that it's ever been, right? Some of the people telling us it's been the best fall they've seen. Last year was incredible. So if this year looks anything like last year, we're going to have fun and we're going to have some great success. But this is another one of his pieces. This is a more expensive piece. This is about $150. This is a very specific, piece right here. And the way it swims, you cast it, you let it sink, and it wobbles down, and you usually strike it on the way down. And then you sweep it again, you let it. But yeah, this is a very specific piece that a friend of mine, Steve Fernandez, really good captain, very successful fisherman.
Way to go, Steve.
Yep. I asked him, I said, hey, Steve, I said, I didn't see nothing in his hands. I said, yo, did you get anything from? He goes, I spent 300 something. I said, on what? I don't see anything. He goes, 2 tuna lures.
Yeah.
And he goes, what? And I said, well, where did you get them? And he told me where he got them from. Guess where I went? I went to the booth and I got the same one he told me. Why? Because I know this works 120%. So
knowledge, baby. Knowledge.
That's it. And it costs money, but guess what? That's what it's an expensive sport. We know what boat already stands for. Break out another 1,000, and but that's but we're here. We're living it. You know what I mean? We're living the dream. We truly are. And you know what? Honestly, the great members, I love them. I love the community, but it's really the members, that keep me going. It's like, it's like feeding me my spinach to keep, motivated and stuff like that. So, I'm saying it makes it all worth it. You know what I mean? So
you're getting better every year. And what do I say that for? Now you're talking about tuna stuff. I remember a few years back. Calvin,
Listen,
I want to go
always,
tuna. Yeah.
always growing, always
Yes.
setting the bar higher. I also want to give some shout outs to Eddie, who also got his captain's license. Ilya,
Congratulations.
another one of our members that got their captain's license. So,
Congrats, Eddie.
we actually have some members actually achieving some great stuff. They're being great role models to their children, their families, and they're getting that title too, right?
The
So,
most important.
Yep.
The
So
most
things are starting to
important,
happen. You know what I mean? Things are growing.
Absolutely.
Club is growing. People are, doing some things, and
Yeah.
that makes it all worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Love it.
Yes, and my nose keeps growing. I don't know why, but it's just getting bigger every day. But other than that, thanks so much, Calvin. I'm glad I got to see you today. I knew you were going to be at the show. We had
Absolutely.
talked before that, and you said I'm going to be there. So I was glad I got to see you. Go ahead.
So for the first people that start fishing, we got brand new tackles. So I got a whole new lineup. We got some Penn Battles, 5000s, some nice spinning setups.
Yeah.
So we got some brand new outfits, and everything is really gonna be there and real simple. So for those that want to come to Jamaica Bay, we have like the best striped bass spring run. It's
Yeah, really.
it's almost cheating at that point. I mean, you come on a boat, it's like 95% chance we're catching. Like, there's definitely a fish that comes up. We fish right by JFK Airport. We're fishing, we're live lining bunker. The airplanes are taking off. The A train is blowing by, and meanwhile the fish is striking. You just
Right.
you don't know how they're feeding us such activity going on around you with all the airplane, but it's what they love. It's what they come from every year, and it's what we're doing.
Calvin, important question I want to ask you. So there's guys out there, people don't know. You tell them, oh, I got a 23-foot boat, 25-foot boat, whatever. How many people, so somebody wants to have a trip and they want to bring their buddies, birthday party, whatever the heck it is. How many people can you bring on the boat to fit comfortably, Calvin? Comfortably.
So that's a great question. So I use that to my discretion. I can legally fish up to 6 passengers, and not including my mate. So I can also have a mate. We can do up to 6. But depending on what we're doing, I might limit that. I might shave it down to 5. I might shave it down to 4. If I know it's gonna be a run and gun, just straight up jig and pop all day, and casting lures, I might lure it down to 4 guys just because, again, just to get a little more casting space. So I'll use my discretion on that. But great question. And again, I love the open boat format because, again, you don't need to have 4 or 5 other guys to just go fishing and reserve my boat. You could come on as a single. I put together a chart rate. We'll have 4-hour trips, 5-hour trips. They'll have a rate, and you simply just contact me if I have a spot for you. You can reserve your spot, and it's that simple. We'll meet up.
Freaking awesome. I love it, Calvin.
Yep. We make it real simple.
I love the transparency. I love the honesty. So he said it straight out. You're going to go out there. You'll be fishing for tuna or something a little deeper. He's probably going to limit you down a little bit. Maybe if you're in the bay, you're fishing for Fluke or something like that, he might up the passenger list. But he's going to ask you, what do you want to fish? What do you want to do? And from what your answer is going to be, he's going to be able to come up with something more direct and exactly what you need to know. Please don't wear dress shoes on the boat, okay? Other than that, you should be all good to go. You're in good hands with Calvin. You're going to have a magnificent time, and just don't complain. Be a good guy, and you'll show up back at the dock, and you'll be able to go home, take a shower, go home, and have a nice dinner.
So there's something else I want to mention because, there was something that kind of would also kind of intrigue me in the past, which is kind of like being involved with different rod companies, tackle companies, and it's like, how do you kind of get involved in through the years? Again, just through my high activity, being on the field, I was able to kind of grab some, establish some great bonds with them. So through that, obviously, you get more direct information. You get to really build your game, your skill set. But just why I mention that is because, again, we are a part of the fishermen. We do report out of our area. I'm the the guy that reports out of Breezy Point, Jamaica Bay. that Coney Island, Sheepshead Bay, Rockaway vicinity. So for those members or just those people that want that exposure, because again, it's all about exposure too, right? If you want to be a pro staff, if you want to be a rod tester, or if you want to mingle with these people in the industry, it starts by them seeing you. My platform, a lot of them follow me. I'm friends with a lot of them. So, when you're fishing on my boat, if you're catching fish, you're going to get that exposure. We're going to give credit to the tackle that's being used. That's going to be a part of another program I'm doing. That's going to, also recognize the equipment we're using to make sure that they get their credit for the catches. But yeah, that's stuff that if people want to, start getting that exposure, stop being seen, start being recognized in the industry, this is a great opportunity to be there. You have an opportunity to be featured in the weekly report on the fishermen. This is something you can share with your family. I remember the first time I was in it, I was happy. I showed my kids, my aunt, my uncle. So this is stuff, you can do, through our network and our outlets. So that's another plus and what also separates, myself from other outfits and organizations is that I support that. And I support that. And I also have that contact already for a lot of these different vendors or manufacturers or distributors. So that's another thing I can potentially help you with if that's of interest, right? We got Raul, who's always being featured in the Fisherman magazine. He was featured a few times over the winter. He was, he didn't stop after the striped bass didn't fall. He did the winter fishing, and spent a lot of time doing it. And he shared it with us. We shared it, with everyone, and they put it out on the fishermen. So just stuff like that is a perfect example of our members just being involved and sharing that, and from there, doing some great things with their
absolutely. Raul's a good man. I've known him for quite a few years also. Fantastic fisherman. He's really grown in the industry, and he's still going to be growing. Other than that, I want to say, boom, Johnny McFish. Johnny McFish.
Thank you.
You're a good guy. Thank you so much for that. We take super chats here. It's the only way we can get by. We build that prize, first prize, $5,000, through all your super chats. I've only took money once, and I bought Doublemint chewing gum. That was it. Other than that, everything goes to the first prize. With guys like Johnny McFish and the rest of you guys that donated tonight, thank you so much. You guys are it, man. Thank you. I don't know what to say.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's go.
Mario Gandini's on. He
There he
has
is.
a question for Calvin.
Oh, go ahead, honey. You read it.
Can you ask Calvin what is a good personal setup for fluke fishing off a boat? Nothing outrageous pricing.
Oh, I love that. And you got a little treat today because I'm actually right here in FTA headquarters, right here at the clubhouse, and I have so much gear here. I really do. So you mentioned Fluke. Let me grab a couple of Fluke setups that I can recommend to you right now.
Sure.
I'll show you a little bit of fancy, a little bit of economical, just to kind of get an option of what we do in our neck of the woods. Let's see here. Let me get one of these. Okay, got this one. So we got this one right here. What else do you like from Fluke? Okay. And this is great questions, right? And this is stuff that we love questions because it means somebody out there is looking to learn and they're looking to apply what someone's about to teach them. So we love the questions. Let's see what else. We could do one of these. Okay. All right. So I grabbed 3 outfits. They're probably so when it comes to fluking, you want to use, especially if you're fishing a bay, in Jamaica Bay, if we're in a bay, we're using extremely light tackles. So here's a spinning rod. It's a 6-foot spinning rod, and I had it customized by Captain Richie from Atlantic Rod. So it has a little bit of a fancy wrap, but this is a Phoenix. So this is a Phoenix Fluke jigger from Captain Richie, and it's a spinning setup. You can, I think something like that back in the day was around 3 and change. I also have right here is an ultralight setup that I use. This is a Black Hole 691 ultralight, and I have it paired up with a small bait caster. It's a 100 size model.
Let's get on that boat, guys.
Yeah, so this is an extremely light setup. You use this when you want to, you feel the fluke just sniffing your bait. This is when you use that. So you really feel everything once they start,
Right.
investigating what you got
Yeah,
going on.
Fluke will put that bait in its mouth. They'll suck
Yeah.
on it, and you'll be sitting there having a conversation
Yeah.
with Calvin, and 10 minutes later, you're reeling into a
Yeah.
blank hook. But anyhow, go ahead, Calvin.
And I'll show you something else because again, what I use for fluke, I can also use for blackfish jigging. So this is if you're looking, I still even got the blackfish jig on there.
Nice.
That's actually a John Kim blackfish jig. He's one of the best in the game. So
Nice.
it comes down to little details like that.
Beautiful.
Which jigs you're using. But this is still rigged up with a blackfish jig. But this is a CTS.
Nice.
This is a light action. This is the CTS. Was it the Fluke Monster, something like that? But anyway, I have that paired with this is a 2500 twin power. So this is an extremely smooth, extremely nice setup. It's a little pricey, but when you fish something like this, it's like driving in the Bentley. It's
Well,
very
we expect
smooth.
the best, Calvin. Excuse me.
Yeah.
We get on that boat, baby.
Yeah, but we also have other options that are not as expensive.
Yeah.
I'm actually a dealer for Palmarius. Let's
There
see
you go.
here. And this is actually something I can even help someone out with. Let's see here. So I'm actually a dealer. Dan was actually at the show today at the Fishing Expo. And I do also carry, and this is what I'm going to do on our charters. I'm going to carry brand new rods. I have like a really big bathroom that's going to be more like a tackle shop where they'll have rods, reels, and tackle and just other stuff that if people need, they can just purchase it there.
Right.
But this is a spinning setup that you could use for fluke, and you can actually now use this for ocean fluke because I mentioned bay before, and when I mentioned these pieces behind me, these are all very light, ultra light setups. So these are for the bay. Now, if I pass breezy point and I enter the ocean where I'm going to use heavier bucktails, 3 ounces, 4 ounces, we're stepping it up to something like this. So this is a Palmarius. It's a 73L, which stands for light. And again, I would pair this up with personally. You can do anything from a Shimano Stratic 4000 or 5000 model. And, once you put that type of reel, you now set this up not only for fluke, you can do porgies. This can handle a striper or blue, even if you ran into it. But this can handle pretty much all your inshore species. So something like this is an all-around rod. This retails for about $380. For any one of your show supporters, guests, I can hook them up, and I can hook this up for $200. So you can shake this up and give everyone a nice discount on it. So yeah,
it's a good price, guys. Trust me on that.
Yeah,
Jayfish says, "Don't drop that CTS twin power rig in the water. Your trip will cost double."
There you go. But great question. I love showing, tackle stuff that, I've learned. And these are great demonstrations, great displays, great stuff to kind of get an idea of, how we really hone in and key on to, the species and what we're doing. I literally have a different rod and reel for pretty much every fish.
Nice.
Inge, the gorilla angler, saying you can go on his charters and you can try them out.
There you go. That's a good one right there. Yeah, you can officially just try it out right there on the boat. And if you like it, hey, Calvin, can you get me the deal? Sure. Let's go, baby. Today we got on
It's just like sampling ice cream. Let me sample this flavor. Let me sample that flavor. Sure, why not?
Love
right?
I had 30 samplings, so I'll be back tomorrow for that sample that I like best. But anyhow, Calvin, I don't know, man. I got to say to you, thank you so much.
Oh, John Francisconi wants to know.
We're not done.
No, wait. John Francisconi wants to know if Calvin ever sleeps.
That's a good question.
Sleep.
I have very, very poor sleeping habits, honestly. I wake up and I think I probably get 3 to 4 to 5 hours, honestly, a night. It's not that good.
Yeah, it's got to be better, Cal.
I wish I could sleep better, but I am honestly very active. I'm not
all over the place.
Right.
So much. I'm pretty much out. And,
I get it. I totally get it, Calvin.
Yeah. But listen, that's the cost to to play, man.
It's all good, man. Playing is fun. Obviously, playing safety and precaution, not to do anything that's out of the ordinary. Always be safe, and you'll always come back and you'll get on another trip with Kalvin. Trust me, guys, if you're listening and you're on here, set the trip up with Kalvin. Look to join his band of happy mariners, and you're going to have a great time. Let's go, Kalvin. I'm glad I got to see you today. I'm glad you got on the show.
Yeah.
We didn't
It
have
was
anything,
awesome, man. It was
we
great.
didn't have anything planned for today. But, guys, we got a nice giveaway. I mentioned it earlier, right here on the overhead.
What do we
There
got?
you go. We got the, what is it? The Gremlins
Montauk
Lures
Striper.
pencil popper right here. Give that away. And we got the plastics. These are long. I don't even know how many inches these are. I can't even read. Daddy's Fish is Plastics right there. Good stuff. Let's go. Today's giveaways. I think you're going to enjoy that. Somebody's going to win them. Guys, for you to know, we gave away a Van Stall reel, or giving it away. We did that at the Narragansett show. People have been asking me, right? That was at the Narragansett? No. Jersey show. Anybody who's bought a ticket, that giveaway will be given away April 19th, right? April 19th show. Be on that show. And when your name is called, you don't have to be on that for that. That was not a online giveaway here. It was actually at the Jersey Shore show. Also another great show we were at, Jersey Shore. Kalvin knows them down there. They run a good show down there too. Thank you for that, guys. And April 19th. Anything else that I need to let anybody know? No, that's it, right? Okay, so we're going to ask a question for these giveaways right now. If you were listening to the show with Kalvin, you'll know how to answer. So it's going to be a pretty easy question. You got to get it right, guys. You got to get it right. Got to get it right. Are you ready? So it's going to be whoever comes up first on my computer. On your computer, you could be the first guy out there because it's on your computer. It's got to travel to my house, the message. And it's not like there's a mailman bringing it here. So the first one to show up on my computer first is going to be the winner. So I'm going to ask that question right now. Very simple, but the first one to pop it up. So where is Kalvin's boat? Tell me right now. What's the name of the marina over there? Let's go. Cross Bay, Breezy Point. Cross Bay was the first one. He's got it right there. He is the man.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's the
know.
Rockaway boys. Are you kidding me?
You gave him an alley-oop.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
AKA Tiger.
AKA Tiger. That's right.
Yeah.
Way to go, buddy. Guys, all I can say is thank you for
Nice.
coming again.
Cross Bay.
Thank you to Kalvin. We're not quite leaving you. I'm going to ask Kalvin to finish it up right now. Kalvin, anything you'd like to finish this off with?
Nah, man, just listen. The only thing
Shout outs, anything.
Yo, I told you this before.
Yeah.
When I see you, I see me, right?
Yeah.
I see the same DNA.
Yep.
I see that what we do, it comes from the heart. It doesn't come from the wallet. You know, the giveaways,
Yep.
you know, the doing shit, that shit comes from our fucking pocket, man. Like
That's
straight
right.
up.
That's
Like
right.
seriously, you know what I'm saying?
It
The shit
also
we do
comes
for
from the
community,
heart, but man, does it hit hard on the wallet.
it hits hard, you know what I mean? So seriously, but again, I say it not to rub, right? I say it to say that
Yeah.
this community, this following, the donations, the people
Yeah.
that come in, the shout outs, the personalization. That's what makes this worth it for people like you and me. So, again, I see you as a reflection of me. We're people that are given this spotlight. We're given the torch because, we're the chosen ones, right? We're here to pick up a sport that's not exactly accelerating and flying out the door, right? It's a sport that is becoming difficult through regulations, through hardship, through economy, so we got to keep it alive, and we got to keep it so that people are engaged. They feel like they belong, and that's what Fish Atlantic is all about. It's giving people that may have not had a family setting or a brother or a sister.
That's right.
They now have a brother, right? And it doesn't need to be blood. We are closer to some people and more family than their actual family sometimes, right? And I don't say it in a bad way, but I'm just saying that's life, that's reality. That you're gonna spend some time with us. In our group chat, we communicate more with ourselves than family through other stuff. So this is a real close, tight knit that we put together. You have your community, you have people that you put together, and that,
course.
you know, it creates these, you know, bonds and these things that go beyond us at this point, right?
That's right.
So it's beyond us, but that's kind of, when you ask me, you know, what comes to mind, that's what comes to mind. Just, you know, giving you your flowers.
Thank
You
you,
know what I'm
buddy.
saying? Right?
That's right.
So, you know,
Thank you,
yeah. So
Calvin.
that's what I
Thank
have to
you.
say.
I love my cherry roses, baby. Thank you.
That's
Thank
it,
you,
man.
Calvin.
Roses, you know, nice and vibrant. You know?
Calvin, once again, really was a pleasure seeing you today.
Thank
I
you
know
for
when I see you,
everything.
I light up. And like you said, I see you and me, bro. We are pretty much guys that care about our community much. And as you can see, they're all here, man. They're all here for you. They love you, Calvin. You're a good guy.
Yeah.
And I can't wait. I can't wait. I want to set up a boat trip as
You got
quick
it.
as I can with you. Maybe right after the show, I'll call you, and we can set something up to get out there with you this year, because I can't wait. It's fun. It's fun.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Calvin, any other shout-outs? Anybody want to say hello to before we go?
No, man, there's just too many people to shout out. I can't start shouting out. So, you know what I mean?
We're all night.
We'll be here for another hour, you know what I mean? So, but
Yeah,
it's just,
yeah.
shout out to the FTA crew. Shout out to you. Shout out to Mrs.
Thanks,
P.
man. Yes,
you know,
sir.
Thank you so much,
shout
Calvin.
out to everyone being active. Shout out to people that are,
Yes, sir.
you know, being about it, living the life, you know, being, you know, keeping their word, you know, and just making sure that they keep their neck clean in this industry
Yeah.
and just do the right thing, right? And just, you know what I'm saying, just make sure your paperwork is clean. No funny shit,
Yep.
you know, none of that good stuff. And, you know, that's what I'm a big, you know, advocate for. Just
Yeah.
keep it positive, you know, just stay away from the negativity because it's out there, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
absolutely, brother.
It's on Instagram, it's on the comments,
Everywhere.
and, you know, and I got to tell you, I'm conditioned for this, but I got to warn you, there's people that may want to come in the game. You got to be prepared for what comes with this game. It's not just all, you know,
Yeah.
prizes, gifts, and glory. Like there's a lot of shit that people don't see that we have to deal with. You yourself, right? Like that's the stuff that people don't see. They don't see the hate, the stuff that goes beyond. But us as professionals, we can't let that get to us.
No.
We have to continue to push forward. We got to
No.
positive, but we do have people out there that want to take us out of our spots.
That's
that want
right.
to, you know, but that's not going to happen because, you know, again, we're
The
chosen.
passion.
You know, we're
passion
here for a
rules.
reason, and there's rules to this, and you know, we're here for a bigger purpose, and
That's
it's
right.
not just us, and that's the reason why you're not going to be able to,
Sure.
you know, get in front of what's
Randomly blind
Well said,
casting.
well
I see
said,
you,
Calvin.
brother. Good evening. Welcome to the show. Yeah. Let's go.
I love you, Calvin. Wu-Tang forever. We love
know
our
it.
Wu-Tang. But yeah, that's our style, man.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
I'm,
it.
I'm from the '90s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a big, you know, hip hop '90s kind of guy. So you know, you'll see it in my post in the videos.
Sure.
I love music. You know, I'm really
Yep,
passionate
yep.
about it. So you know, we try to make it a little interesting. You know, with the music too.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Rick, we will be fishing together soon, buddy. Thanks, everybody, for coming tonight. Everybody was just wonderful. I love when I have Calvin on the show. It really is a fun show. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Thanks to everybody I saw at the show today out in Edison. What a great show. Hope to see you guys there next year. I had to work a couple of doubles on my job, so it kind of stalled things as far as getting the boot there this year. But other than that, maybe next year. But definitely I'm always going to be at these shows. Just a great place to show up. As you can see, I got to meet Calvin again today, and here he is on the show. Guys, thank you so much. Thanks to my lovely wife. Thank you, honey. Love you
You're
so much.
welcome.
Seriously,
Love you
baby.
too.
I'm going to knock
Thank
you
you.
out after the show. Anyway, Calvin!
Thanks, Calvin. Thank you, everybody.
Way to go, buddy. Thank you so much. Let's go. Let's
Have
go.
a good night. Peace out, everybody.
See everybody next week. Oh, I got a good one. USA Fishing Team. Next week, we got Matt and Josh on. These guys are going overseas to Europe to represent our country. It's going to be a great show next week. Make sure you tune in. Meet these guys, questions, everything. You're going to learn some stuff. Just two super fantastic fishermen. They'll be on next week's show. See you then. Guys, thank you again, Calvin. Let's go. Let's go. Woo! Also, to the gentleman that won, make sure you send your address. DM me on Instagram. See you later. Woo.